You know, I was just at the vape shop, and I was buying a backup mod and some a Vapetageous Killer Custard, which is what's in here. And I fucking was when I used to, before I stopped vaping, and now again, there's a juice that I like. It's a local juice. It's called Big Bad Wolf. It's a cookies and cream kind of vape. And I was listening to the guy, and he said that they were going to have to stop making the house juices because of federal regulations. So me and another customer basically asked, for what? Why? Well, because of the federal regulations that are being put on e-liquids and stuff now having to be basically treated like tobacco products. Well, that's bullshit, man. Look, when I first started vaping before I quit vaping for a year, because I felt like I didn't want to smoke anymore. Oh, not that vaping is smoking, but that because of vaping helping me get off of smoking, I no longer felt the urge to smoke anymore. So I said, well, I don't want to vape anymore now because I don't feel like I'm wasting money. But I started to feel the urge to smoke again, and I went back to vaping. No one claims that this is healthier for you, okay? Today I'm going to do a Clapton build, and for those of you who don't vape, you don't know what that is, but that's a pretty decent build. I got a tugboat RDA, and I'm going to start talking about these things again. But now, I actually had to buy a 60 ml of that juice. And there's a reason why. Because now I have to stock up on it, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it anymore. Because they're not going to be able to make it. Well, to me, I have other things I can do. I know how to make the juice too. But what about the people who don't? What about the people who don't know how to make juice? Who don't know the right recipes and ratios to use to make this stuff? It's pretty easy to go to a gas station and pick up some cigarettes over the counter, which is what's going to happen. Because you're treating this like a tobacco product, and it's not. People are going to say, oh, well, nicotine's in tobacco. Yeah, it's also in fucking eggplants. Are you going to ban eggplants too? And broccoli and cauliflower. There's nicotine in those. Nicotine is a naturally occurring stimulant. Nicotine's not the problem. It's the tar and the other shit that's the problem. And so now, this is having to be regulated like a tobacco product, and it's not. Oh, man. And what's going to happen is it's going to be, people aren't going to be able to get the stuff that they like to have to be able to keep them off cigarettes. And it's going to become, it's already cheaper. Well, in a way, up front, it's already cheaper to buy cigarettes. If I wanted to smoke something, I could have bought a carton of cigarettes, 2 cartons, for the price that it took me for this setup and the juice. Actually, 3. And I tend to go through more juice than I would if it was packs of cigarettes. So vaping is more expensive to me, period. But it's better. Well, in a way, it's more expensive. I don't have the health problems that go along with smoking anymore. You know, I'm like 12 times less likely to have a fucking stroke. I know how to make this juice, but for the people who don't, now you're putting the tobacco regulations on something that's not a fucking tobacco product. You know, I walked into the very same vape shop that I always go to. I walked into that very same vape shop today and yesterday that I went to before I quit vaping. And vaping's a community. I walk in, and you know what their first words were basically? Long time no see, welcome back. And they have a little area where you can go, you can sit, you can try the juices, you could sit. It's kind of like a lounge and lounge with other vapors in an area where there's no smoking allowed, but you can vape. It's a community too. These regulations are going to take that away. For the most part, they're going to take that away. Money hungry fucking bastards. But not everybody is going to do it. I'm not. I'm going to continue to sub-own. I'm going to continue to build. I'm going to continue to buy Canthol or Nichrome or steel or stainless steel, and I'm going to continue to buy cotton or any other kind of wicking material. And I can do this myself. I know how to do this. But for the people who don't, you know, the people that you see walking around with the vision spinners and the ego batteries and the Cigalikes that are hanging on to this as a way to quit smoking, you're fucking them. You are fucking them. Okay? Anybody want to learn a lot about vaping? Go to Ruby Roo, go to Suck My Mod, Indoor Smokers, Tia Vapes. Used to be Gorgor Brittany, but apparently she doesn't vape anymore. You go to Juice Junkies. You go to Cloud Chasers Inc. But most of all, go to CASA.org for you vapors and fight for your vaping rights. Go to CASA.org and team up with them. Team up with them because they actually have our best interests in mind. Yesterday, when I picked vaping back up, I was at the store and I was looking at a pack of cigarettes and I was gonna get it, and then I was like, no, Master Vapes is around the corner. I will just go and spend money there, and I will go and I will pick up vaping again. I spent a bit. I spent quite a bit, but I mean, it's worth it to me. Vaping is more expensive for me because the amount of vaping I do and the type of vaping that I do. I sub-ohm. This is a sub-ohm tank. And man, as you can tell, I'm sub-ohming because it's still a bit hot. I've still got a bit of a cough up to do because my lungs are getting used to the heat again. But for real, this is bullshit, man. Later.